Hello everyone, hope you're all good. We are most certainly very, very good over here at present as XRP is currently absolutely rocketing. So I thought I'd quickly jump on now whilst price is pumping and try and get a video out to you guys as soon as possible to, as always and as per, cover a logical and fairly humble explanation as to what may be going on and, as usual, to keep us grounded. So at present, as we can see, XRP is currently at 44.5 cents and it's not stopping at present. At the moment, I'm currently up around $95,000 on the investment that I made pretty much live for all of you at 23 cents. And it's looking like it's absolutely going to rocket. However, if you may remember from the prior videos, I did cover the potentiality for XRP to surge towards a next target of around 55 to 60 cents. We may potentially see 80 cents at the present time of speaking. However, looking at it right now, just to quickly, whilst this is live, plotting the Fibonacci tool, as we can see, 55 to 65 cents is looking like the next reasonable pump target. This is something we covered almost in December or January, if I recall, when the last video was made. So we are excited. We are very, very happy with our current profits, but it doesn't mean we are not prepared for the potential downside that will follow from this. So just going over what we've kind of been anticipating over the past few days and weeks. If we have a quick look at BTC, this was a short that was given almost 2 weeks ago to the Innovation Markets members. That is currently, it has achieved around 2.7% and is now currently running at 2.2%. This level in particular, 38,000 or so, 38,200 to around $38,600, has been a level that has been in high regard for myself ever since we broke down below here. I've given this target. We fell just short the first time, we fell just short the second time, and the third time on that daily candle, as you can see, we just exploded, tapped this level and pulled back. So as you know, as I've covered many times from a weekly perspective, the amount of rejections over here at this level is incredibly alarming. And also, as we may remember, I still believe BTC can come back down to $23,000, 22, 17, 10, and potentially still even $6,000. So all of this is looking incredibly strong right now. And we've started to finally find a top at around 14K. So naturally and inevitably, a 20% retracement, a 50% retracement, sorry, leads us down towards the $20,000 region. So putting this all in perspective and using the current situation with GameStop, this is what's in the media right now. So I'm just going to run through how we've essentially predicted this already months ahead of time. We did not understand what was going to happen with GameStop. We had no idea this was happening, but we're going to tie this all together shortly as well. So at present, if we go back here, it's currently holding this level. As I've said, I do not believe the downside Fibonacci targets would actually come through if this level is met, but I do believe this is going to drive up towards the 55 to 65 cents region to fulfill these Fibonacci targets. And now that it's pumping today, if we do achieve this level, this is going to be the point in time where every single investor is jumping on board. Just as we've seen with GameStop and all of the others, I've been browsing social media, browsing Reddit. Everyone's trying to buy Dogecoin. Everyone's trying to buy GameStop stocks. They are buying at the highs. And this is probably going to be another classical trap to get everyone into the market. So whilst we just monitor this area, as I've covered, I do believe the downside potentiality is still around 20 cents or lower. Within the Innovation Markets app, I've actually placed another 100,000 XRP order at a particular level that you can see within the app. All the members will know what that is. I believe this will currently be short-lived. As lovely as it is to see such profits coming through, as we speak, I'm now up $100,000 on this particular investment from there. And we have not even moved where I want us to go in the long term. So looking at where this could potentially go very soon, I'm not getting excited yet. And this is one of the most important aspects of investing, trading, just in general. If you guys are not looking to hold for the long term, if you've been following us, you've been following my analysis, the XRP trade, where we bought in, guys, there is no harm in taking profits, because when this dropped, when I sold here, And when I bought here, everyone said I was crazy. But it's now starting to pay off. So what that means is if you have followed on that call, there is absolutely no harm whatsoever in taking those profits, securing those profits, and just enjoying yourself, take those profits. There is never any harm in doing so. For me personally, I'm long-term investing on this. So if we start blowing through the roof to $1 plus, then I may potentially close this position out because it's only a smaller portion. As you guys know, my main portfolio is not getting touched for a very long time. But because this is more of a relatively smaller buy for myself, I may consider taking profits if this starts blowing through the roof, awaiting a potential pullback. At present, if I do see some kind of resistance forming at these Fibonacci levels, then I may also consider selling here and then buying back in lower once more. But for now, I'm still remaining grounded and level-headed. But as we can see from the weekly perspective as well, almost perfect what we've been anticipating. And now it is finally coming through. So we can easily expect pullbacks towards this region. This is likely where the majority of the retail traders will start jumping on board, trying to capture those major moves. But at present, I'm not too sure if it's going to do that just yet. So let's just be patient. Let's just wait and see. And we're going to be monitoring this level very carefully because BTC is now showing further weakness. And as we know, going over to here, Bitfinex, they still haven't handed over the documentation, but they are allegedly very nearly done. So as we start to piece this all together and as BTC starts to drop, we can start to see the comparison now of how everything I've anticipated from BTC slowly pulling backwards to potentially capital flowing into XRP. Plus, we still haven't even received the documentation or any form of clarity on the relationship between Bitfinex and Tether. So putting 2 and 2 together, if XRP is to continue higher, we would likely need very negative news for Bitfinex and Tether to then confirm a further BTC drop down towards $22,000 first, then eventually escalating down to $17,000 and $10,000. With everything that's going on as well, here is why, not just going from GameStop, we'll get to that in a minute, Ripple Labs, they have now responded to the SEC charges and they have filed their own charges against them. They've essentially filed a counterclaim. So if we just read this right now, Ripple's filing is 93 pages long and answers the SEC charges paragraph by paragraph. The company takes a multi-pronged approach centered on the way Ripple functions as well as its correlation with other cryptocurrencies in terms of its pricing. So no doubt whatsoever, the XRP price bump that we are currently witnessing, that is not stopping. I am now up $116,500 on this investment. It could be more to do with insider trading correlating to exactly what I said. When the SEC charges, when Ripple responds, and when people start to realize that this is not the death of XRP, because they haven't even responded yet. And we can see from the moment they have responded, we are now up from this investment 109% from this investment already. So we need to put things in perspective here and understand that none of this is a coincidence. None of this is random. These levels, the market tells you ahead of time, as I've covered, where price is likely going to go next. Then, when fundamentals news comes out, this is where price then reaches and achieves where the technical analysis shows. So fundamental analysis will always bring price to where the technicals are insinuating or suggesting price can potentially go. So as of present, as we can see, 50 cents is pretty much here already. So it's only taken a month really since we've given this target to come through, and we have now seen a beautiful move higher. But let's just go back again. And again, guys, once it starts reaching these levels, as I've stated, by all means, please do not hesitate to take profits off the table. You are not doing anything wrong. You can never go broke taking profits, as I've stated and showcased from this exact movement here. I still believe they could easily tumble down. But if you haven't already bought, unfortunately, it's one of them situations where you will have to stick on the sidelines. If you have not already invested, I never recommend buying on a pump. And this is what everyone is going to do now. All of these people on Reddit, all of these crypto cartoons, they are not specialists. They do not know what they're doing. They have no clue whatsoever. They are jumping onto trains in hopes it will continue to go higher. If you've already invested in this, by all means necessary, you can anticipate a potential pullback. Because regardless, if you've been following the analysis, you've been following the buys, the sells, and the potential outlook that's now unfolding for XRP, you will now be well positioned for a major pump that you're currently witnessing. So whether it blows through the roof and starts going to $1, or whether it pulls all the way back, we can either accumulate or continue to hold. But right now, as we can see, this is driving towards our target. It is not stopping, and it is absolutely insane to witness right now what is currently going on. I'm now up $122,000 as we speak, and I'm literally having to refresh. I'm now up 126. So I'm continuously updating you guys as this is happening as well, just to show you how powerful it is to take profit and buy at the lows. And potentially we'll be up 150 to 200k if we start seeing that 65 cents push. So we're watching, we're monitoring, and it's not stopping at present. But just going over to what's currently happening as well. So as we know, there has been a severe amount of orchestrated pumps and dumps from REDDIT Wallstreetbets subreddit. They have, of course, started pumping many different stocks, and they've started targeting cryptocurrencies as well, which of course is no surprise. However, whether you're like me and you like to question absolutely everything, or whether you believe everything the media says, if we go over to what's happening right now, GameStop, they're now targeting AMC, American Airlines, BlackBerry, Nokia, Blockbuster, Bed Bath & Beyond, Pearson and Cineworld, Webjet, Tassal Group, Ingham's Group, and Invocare. So, following on from this news article, as we know, there are now XRP pump and dump groups circulating. If you guys haven't already seen, I've had about 100 DMs today on Instagram and on Twitter telling me to get involved in these pump and dump groups, which of course is always a telltale sign for me. When the investors get too greedy, something catastrophic is going to happen. So let's just go back here. We need to remember, first and foremost, the people that have been buying these stocks like GameStop, and they have been pumping the market. I still think, the more I've been looking into this further, I believe this could be a false flag event to not only regulate the stock market further, but also provide a potential reasoning behind the next market crash for the stock market, and to aid that cashless and global reset. The cashless society and the global reset. All of this stuff is happening at a very convenient time as they are now progressing further. In the UK, contactless card payments, the limits have now been increased. They're now reducing cash acceptance in almost every single store. It's all unfolding in real time, guys. The signs are here. We cannot ignore what is currently going on at present. We need to put this all into perspective because it is absolutely crazy what we are witnessing. So with the GameStop stuff, first and foremost, I believe the hedge funds that we are seeing crying and moaning because they've been played at their own game. The 1%, the elite. The ones who are insider trading every single day, manipulating the crypto market, the stock market, the forex market, the commodities market, they've been played at their own game, and they are very, very mad. However, that's what the media is saying. But what if they were involved in this themselves? Because in theory, how many people on Reddit have the capital, and how many people together can realistically still shift a market like the stock market? Granted, it could have been a major play. I don't know why a hedge fund, I can't really find the reasoning for that. But I feel with what's going on now and the way they've shifted this over to XRP and cryptocurrency, if they are taking matters incredibly serious in the stock market, which is already a regulated market, how do you feel the long-term consequences are going to be for a cryptocurrency market which is unregulated? Do not jump into the hype, guys. Do not be that person trying to catch pump and dumps. Do not think everything is for a positive. But at the same time, as we've said, regulatory matters do need to be enforced very soon. And what a better reason to start enforcing regulations than to cause some form of catastrophic outsider trading in the cryptocurrency markets. And as we can see at present, by doing all of this right now in the very moment, it's just a perfect timing. I can't even explain how convenient and how much of a coincidence this all is. I would not be surprised if they start pumping, and if they somehow blame this on GameStop or Reddit, not GameStop, if they blame this on Reddit or some kind of forum or pump and dump group, we are going to see severe cryptocurrency regulations enforced very, very quickly. This is also perfect timing with the delay of the Bitfinex and Tether documentation. This is not a coincidence. This is all happening exactly as we've expected, and as per the fundamentals have yet again started to back up. This very well could be a false flag event. So I want everyone to be very careful. Do not buy pumps. No matter how much money is being made, if you've missed out, you've missed out. That is the unfortunate part of trading and investing. FOMO is very real. And if you get involved in this stuff, when it's at this price, I don't care if it goes to 80 cents. Because if you buy here, I can assure you 99 to 100% of people will not sell when a reversal comes because they're buying expecting a pump. They want to see the 5, 10, 50,000% moves, especially in cryptocurrency. People are telling me, how do I buy Dogecoin now? How do I get involved? And I just go, are you crazy? Are you absolutely crazy? If there's one thing we always teach here at Innovation Markets is to remain grounded, level-headed at all times, because this could very easily be short-lived. By next week, we could easily be back down trading at this area. I wouldn't be surprised if we achieve this target and then drive all the way down to 20 cents. As you guys know, I've now removed the order from 20 cents because why be greedy? The problem is with a lot of these people who are trading on Reddit or they're just following these calls blindly, they have no experience. And the brutal reality is people do not like the fact I am heavily invested in cryptocurrency, but sometimes talk very brutally real about it. I'm not here to pump. I'm not here to dump. I'm not here to push and get marketing for all of this stuff. I'm here to tell you, you can make a lot of money in this market. We even make money shorting Bitcoin. It's finally coming through after many failed short attempts. But you can also lose money in cryptocurrency incredibly quick if you are not being sensible. If you're chasing pumps and dumps, you are not going to make money. There is no longevity in that because no one can time the market 100%. If I could time the market 100%, I would just, get out now and then buy again on a little bit of a pump and then sell again. But that's not how we do things here. And if you want to be here for the long term, you need to think about it. Investing is long term. The reason I'm not buying more at 20 cents now is because I've already bought here. And 450,000 XRP for me is a very significant and healthy amount to have as a side pot. So if we see a pump higher, I will sell. But when it comes to investing, you need to be willing to endure volatile and long-term swings in the market and even drawdown. Because if it goes lower to the target I've given in the Innovation Markets app, I would then dollar cost average my way in and then average in again. Accumulation is key when it comes to long-term investments. And if you're not willing to hold your main investments and slowly and gradually liquidate those profits over multiple years, then getting wealthy or even amassing any form of wealth is not for you. You are not destined to succeed in the markets if you are here for quick-term gains. That is not how it works. You can see incredibly quick-term gains, you can take your profit, but if you're going to continuously chase those quick gains, longevity will not be in your favor and you will not last the long run. Because I promise you, as you know, the key is in the word, guys. Pump and dump. Pump and dump. So every pump you buy that may be successful, all it takes is one potential dump to wipe you out. And I just wouldn't be surprised. Again, I'm not saying, as you guys know, I said by the end of the year, I have a feeling this could achieve $1 to $2, maybe even more. And it very well could happen now, and I'll be a very, very happy man. But this is more of a video to let you guys know that everything we've been expecting is yet again unfolding. BTC reversing. XRP pumping. If you guys have been following the calls, I'm very, very happy for all of you. This is amazing. And I hope you guys are at least considering taking some profits if you are not here for the long term. There's no harm in doing that. No one will look down on you. You are still an excellent investor for capitalizing off this opportunity. That's one of the most important things here. But the next thing and the most important element of this video before we wrap up this update I want to get out to you guys as soon as possible is do not be influenced by the media. As we know, the media lies about everything. We saw what happened with the SEC article and the SEC news. Then we saw Ripple come out and then they said, just wait a minute. We haven't even given our side yet. Now they've given their side, exactly as we said, things will suddenly change. So this could either be insider trading already accumulating before a very obvious potential win for XRP in this lawsuit. They will likely either just get a slap on the wrist and a fine, or they will end up winning and then price will obviously rocket to probably $3 to $5 to $10. Anyone that says they can't and everyone that uses the market cap excuse for XRP pumping do not understand cryptocurrencies. And as for the GameStop situation, for me, this is nothing more than a false flag to justify further crypto regulations. It's all happening in real time. It's likely going to cause a lot of severe regulations in stocks as well. Just remember, this market's unregulated, and if people start making too much money, If the hedge funds were already crying their eyes out because the retail traders have finally beaten them, imagine what they're going to do to a market that's unregulated. Always remain level-headed, always stay calm, and understand we can achieve long-term wealth by simply being patient, tuning out, remaining humble, and letting the market do the work for us. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I'm talking faster than normal, but I want to get this out for you as soon as possible because I just have a feeling people are going to be very irrational right now. So I'm going to get this rendered, exported, uploaded as fast as possible, and I hope it gets with you as soon as possible. Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll be catching up with more videos very, very soon.